correlation coefficient. So this is something new. It wasn't in the curriculum before, but it's they're asking it on EQAO, so this is new to the curriculum, so that's why we're going over this. Not yet. Okay. So what is correlation coefficient? It's the measure. It's to measure the relations. Contagious. Between the x and y variables. Okay. So the values are between -1 and +1, and we use the letter R to represent correlation coefficient. Right? Some of the words that we use to describe the correlation is perfect, strong, moderate, weak, positive, and negative. Right? So for positive and negative, this is the exact same as how we would describe a slope. Okay, same as slope. Okay, so just to go over, a line that goes this way is positive or negative? Positive. What about this way?
Negative.
Negative, right. So now we want to see how closely, like how accurate that line of best fit is. So for example, right here, if I were to draw a line of best fit, what do you notice?
Straight
through everything. Excellent. So if I were to draw a line of best fit, it would actually go through every single point. So which of these words do you think would represent that it goes through every single point? George?
Perfect.
Perfect, right. And I heard Babak, you also said, so we would say this is perfect, yes, perfect, negative correlation. Okay, and the value, because it's negative, we say it's -1. So R equals -1. Okay. What about this one? It's still negative, but if I were to draw it, not every single point. Yeah, so it's how would you describe this? King? And what word? Which of these words? Strong, right. So this represents a strong negative correlation. Okay, and the value of this could be -0.75. Okay, this one then. Yep. Moderate. Yeah, you could argue that this is pretty weak as well, but I still kind of see a pattern. So then I would say this is moderate. Moderate negative correlation. Yep, because some of the points are pretty far away from your line. We'll talk more. We'll go through these 9 examples and then you'll be pretty obvious. Jaden?
You have the value of 0.5. Does it have to be moderate?
Yeah, so 0.5 is pretty moderate. It's like kind of average.
Also, do you have to put like direction first?
It doesn't matter. You can say negative moderate or moderate negative, as long as you have both words. This one with like the graph itself might not be so obvious, but if they tell you the number that is -0.25, what would you say this number represent? Right, weak. So it means that there's still some sort of direction and some sort of relationship between your x value and your y value, but it's not very strong, so it's pretty weak. Okay, and when all the points are all over the place, this is weak. Weak, but I can still kind of see a pattern. So like for example, like this, I can still see kind of a pattern. But then with this one, I don't know where to draw my line of best fit. No correlation. Excellent. So this one has just no correlation. So it's not even weak. It's just no. And when it's 0, that means no. When it's 1, that means every single point is on the line. When it's 0, that means I can't draw a line.
Oh, where's that working?
Today's? I didn't give you one?
I got it.
Yeah.
Wait, that's it.
Oh, the next one. I'll give you it. Don't worry. We'll get there. Okay, so what's different with these ones then? What's the difference with these? Positive. That's all it is. Okay, so all of these, you can actually draw a positive line. And so that's why these ones would be the positive correlation. This one, perfect. This one, strong. Okay, so these ones are positive. Positive, perfect correlation. So what if I have a line? If I give you a line, how many points is on a line? How many points make up a line? Four. So now to infinite. Perfect. So an infinite number of points make up a line. So if I give you an equation of a line, what's the correlation of a line then? The correlation. If I give you, yep. Oh, sorry. I thought your hand was up. If I give you an equation of a line, so for example, if I give you like y equals 3x plus 5. So on a graph, it just looks like that. Perfect, right? Because you have lines all along, right? And so it will be a perfect positive correlation. And what is the R value then? So if this is a perfect positive correlation, then what is the R value? I spelled correction. Correlation. What is the R value? Positive 1. Right. So remember, for all of these, it's a measure between -1 to +1. Okay. When it's perfect, it's either -1 or +1. Okay. You need to know this for your assignment on Friday. Okay. So let's try some word problems then. Now that we know what correlation coefficient is. So as I was saying, that there's 2 handouts today. But I think correlation coefficient is pretty straightforward. I think you guys get it now. Oh, here's the second handout. Okay, it looks like it's a lot. It looks like a big package. It's not. It's easy. We're gonna do half of it together right now. Yeah. Okay, so let's go through some word problems with correlation coefficient. So Bella recorded data and used her graphic calculator to find the equation of the line of best fit. She then used the correlation coefficient to determine the strength of the linear fit. Which correlation coefficient represents the strongest linear relation? Logan. 0.9, that's right. The closer to 1, the stronger is the line, the relation. All right. Number 2. So given a correlation of negative 0.524, which one do you think it is? So first off, the fact that the correlation is negative tells us that it's what type of correlation? Just the type.
Negative.
Negative. So that means this is out. This is, sorry. This positive. There's a positive here, so that's out. There's a positive here, so that's out. So elimination, we are, okay, take it. There you go. So it's either 2 or 4. So for a number negative 0.524, do you think that's strong or moderate? Yeah, moderate. That's right. There you go. All right. This one, given the equation, I'm looking at R right here. Okay. Another word for it is linear regression. Right? But it means the same thing. Right? So this, which phrase best describes the relation between x and y? So given this, okay, Logan.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Strong negative.
Strong negative, right? Right? The fact that it's negative, you know that it has to be either this one or this one. So negative 0.89. 0.89, pretty close to 1. So it is strong. It means that your line looks like this and the points are pretty close to your line. Okay. This one right here, I don't have a line. So what do? I draw my line. Right? So drawing a line, the best fit, something like this. Okay. Positive or negative? Negative. So it has to be either 3 or 4. And Kaden, do you think it's negative 0.93 or negative 1? Okay. 0.93. Okay, why? But why is it not 1? Not because of the steepness, but it doesn't go through all the points. If it's 1, that means all the points are on the line. Right? So it's pretty close. All the points are pretty close, so it's pretty strong, but not every single point is on the line. So it's negative 0.93. Okay. So see, it's not hard. Like the back, we just went through the first page already. All right. All right, this one, popcorn and soda. So this is a relationship between popcorn and soda. I will draw my line of best fits like that. So what conclusion can we make of this? Right, so there's a negative correlation between popcorn sale and soda sale. So what this suggests is the more popcorn you buy, the less you drink. So we know that's not true. Right? And then this one, there's no connection between popcorn and soda. So I don't think that's true. Buying popcorn causes people to buy soda. Not necessarily. So George, what do you think? Positive correlation between popcorn sale and soda sale. And just like your assignment with the height and the shoe size, what was the trend there? Do you remember that last question? Yeah, so the bigger your shoes, the taller you are, supposedly. Okay, so that's the trend there. And that's the same thing right here. The more popcorn you buy, the more people drink. Okay, because they make you thirsty. Okay, this last one right here, given a table of value, which is the correlation coefficient. Okay, so on Friday, you guys are gonna be doing the decimal assignment. And what's decimal? It's a website where you can do graphs, where you can put in coordinates. So what I did was I put in these points right here, 385, 1 and 99, and so forth. So it gave me these points right here on the graph. Right? And then I did a line of best fit. So drawing that line of best fit through those points, how would you describe this this correlation? Strong negative. Good. And looking back at our choices right here, it would be either this or this. I think it is very true. So because if you look here, only 2 points were off. Only 2 points were off from the being a perfect. So I would argue that this one, it's a 1. Okay, so negative 4x plus 90. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so okay. So on Friday, you guys are gonna use decimal for your assignment. So you guys can actually try it out. Originally, when I did this graph with my morning class, they saw this. Okay, as I was putting the points, they didn't see anything. And that's because your y value was all the way up there at 80, at 85, at 99. So when you do your graph on Friday, you might have to drag your graph and zoom in if you need to, and so forth. Okay. Okay, moving on. We're doing awesome. Any questions about correlation coefficient so far? Okay. So now that we know about slope, we can build our equations finally. Okay, we can build our equation. Who knows the standard equation of a line? What's the formula for a standard equation of a line? Y equal, Arvin? Mx plus b. That's right. Y equal mx plus b. What does m stand for? You better know by now. Slope, yes. Whoa. That scared me a little bit. Slope. Okay. It measures the steepness. Okay. In word problems, I know you guys hate word problems. So a hint for you guys to know which one is slope. You look for the word per or each or for one. Okay. Those words would tell you that it's your slope. Okay. There it is. Okay. What about B? What does B represent? Anyone know what B represent? Jaden?
2 questions. So first, it's a y intercept.
Yep.
Second, why did you not make it a x intercept?
Why did I not make it a?
And why is the equation not x and specifically y?
Oh, that because x is your independent variable and your y depends on your x, so that's why they always put it as y equals. Okay, so B, as Jaden said, it's your y-intercept. In word problems, we want to pick up keywords like the starting value. Your y-intercept is like your starting, your setup fee. Okay. Then to continue. Oh, sure. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, so Harry, that's for you. You can go to the office. Just make sure you finish this package. Okay. And it could be like one-time fee. One-time fee. Bye. Okay. So knowing these keywords will help you build the equation. Right? So let's try example 1. In order to join a dancing club, there's a $30 startup fee and a $4 monthly fee. Write the equation and slope-intercept form. So what is the 30 and what is the 4? Which one is M? Which one is B? Yeah.
B is 30.
$2 Which one is M? Bye-bye.
$4.
Yep, M is $4. You said 3.
I said 30.
Oh.
I said B is 30. I said 30. What?
Okay, and what would
4 and B is 30.
M is 4 and B is 30, right? Okay, so now to write the equation, it's in the form y equals mx plus b. So as Logan said, m is 4, b is 30. And so there you go. You just wrote an equation. Y equals 4x plus 30.
Are we supposed to solve the equation?
Give me 2 more minutes. We're almost done. Sorry?
Are we going to solve the equation?
No, this is it. It just asks you to write the equation. You have to know how to write the equation on Friday's assignment. Hey, this next one. $20 startup fee, $5 monthly fee. Other than Logan. Maria.
Y equals 5x plus 20.
So the 5 is your M and the 20 is your B. So Y equals 5x plus 20. Good. Okay. Deandra, try this one with me. $40 sign up fee and $2 monthly fee. Okay. So which one is M? 2 because it's monthly, so that means like each month. Okay, and 40 is your B. Good. So y equals mx plus b. What would your equation be? Y equal. That's it. Good job. All right, you just built an equation. Okay. Hey. Okay. So this is to be a library all-star member. Yeah. Okay. When do you need to calculate? When they tell you 19 months. They want to find out the cost for being an all-star member of the library for 19 months. Where do I put in the 19? For X or for Y? X. Because it's $2 per month. So X represents your month. $2 per month for 19 months. So 2 times 19 plus 40. So 38 plus 40, you get 78. What's my unit? Ellen? Dollars. Would you pay $78 to be a library club member? Sounds like a ripoff. We're almost done. We're almost done this. We're almost done. Okay, so this one, I see a whole lot of words. I don't want to read so many words. I'm just looking at this. The population at the beginning, 17.4 million. And it's going to increase by 22 million per year. Okay. So I didn't read any of that. I just looked at the keywords. That's my starting, and it increased 0.22 per year. So who says the answer is A? Who says the answer is B? Who says the answer is C? Who says D? Awesome. It is C. What's the difference between B and C? What would negative mean? Decreasing population. Perfect. Okay, last question, Maria. Last one. Oh, sorry. Last two. Sorry. I'm not tricking you. Just this is together. It's linked. That's why. Suppose that a bike rents for $4 plus $1.50 per hour. Okay, write the relation. Miriam, help me with this.
4 and then X
Yeah.
and then
Oh.
plus
1.5.
Yeah. Wait. Which one is M? Which one is V?
4 is M and B is
Okay, so remember this is the per. So this would be the
it's the M.
yeah, and this is your B. You're starting. All right. So can you tell me the equation again?
So it's gonna be 150
Yeah.
X
Yeah.
plus 4.
Yeah. But is this an equation?
No.
Y equal. You have to have y equal to make it an equation. All right. Now let's say I want to be fancy. I don't want to use x and y. Nobody said I have to use x and y. I could use C equals 150H plus 4. All right. Cost equals $1.50 per hour plus 4. Exact same thing. Total cost. It's just that I don't have to use x and y all the time. I could use any two variable. I could use D for Deandra if I wanted. All right, so just to show you guys, it doesn't have to be x and y. It could be any two variables. So for 2 hours, what am I going to replace the 2 with? For the C or the H? George? H, because it's hours. Yeah, so $1.50 per hour times 2 hours is
3.
and then I have to add on my startup costs. So it's 7. Okay, now let's say 4. I rent the bike for 4 hours. Yeah. $1.50 times 4 is 6. So 6 plus 4 is 10. All right, so for 6 hours. What do I want it for 6 hours?
9 plus 4, which will be 13.
13. Now, I don't even need to do the math here. I should be able to see a pattern.
So it's going to be 16.
16. Every 2 hours, your cost increases by $3. Yep. I have a sign out sheet here. Alright, so for the rest of the class, you guys are just finishing the rest of this package. Very little, just 2 pages. Alright, you will finish before the end of class. Okay, try these out. Try these. Try these.
Yeah, she did that.
Yeah, it's so little. Yes.